Hey, what's going on everybody? My name is Cruz and welcome back to another video. In this one, I would like to quickly honor a legend that inspired me in my life, COREA. Before we continue, please do all of the things to help this channel grow. Like this video, subscribe and comment below, and be sure to hit the bell icon so you get an alert every single time I upload a video. Without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so as you guys know, I typically don't talk about topics like this, but man, this guy was such a hero to me. And I just couldn't pass up the opportunity without at least honoring him just a little bit by talking about him on this channel. On February 9th, we unfortunately heard the devastating news that COREA passed away. I think the worst part about all of it was that I didn't see it coming. You know, I followed COREA pretty closely. In the post where they announced his unfortunate passing, they did reveal that he had recently discovered that he had cancer, and unfortunately he lost his battle to it very, very quickly. You have to understand something and why this guy meant so much to me. COREA's music helped mold me to the musician that I am today. It was the discovery of him, his music, his style, his writing ability, his compositions, his production, that led me to want to pursue music as a career. My dad used to listen to COREA all the time, and I used to listen to him too, not really understanding what the music was about. Funny enough, I could literally remember my dad playing COREA's music, and all I heard was like noises, like boop, doop, 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 like funny things that I didn't really understand. Then one day, my dad stepped out of the room, left COREA's music playing, and I heard it. So I went from listening to it to actually hearing it, you know, kind of like the white man can't jump reference. If you don't get that reference, you're probably too young, and I'm sorry. But I heard his music for the first time, and it was life-changing. I can hear every nuance, and I think it was Spain that I heard for the first time, and it changed everything. It was at that moment that I realized, oh, I think I hear music differently than maybe I'm supposed to. Like, I felt not special, but I knew that I wasn't the average non-musician. I felt like my purpose in life was to play music because I could not only hear what he was doing, but I heard every instrument super loud and clear. I wasn't listening on headphones yet. I heard it in this weird surround sound way where I could hear every nuance, and I saw the colors of the music that he was painting. Once I told my dad, who is a musician by the way, about my experience when he stepped out of the room, he lit up like a little kid in the candy store, and he was like, well, then you've heard nothing yet. And he took me down the history of COREA and played everything from his work with Miles Davis all the way through to his work with Return to Forever, his solo stuff, his electric band stuff, and just took me through the history of Chick's music. And I gotta tell you, there was nothing that he showed me that I didn't vibe with. It was all amazing, no matter what style or what mood COREA's music was in at that moment. I was digging it. It was clear that this guy was creating something very, very special every time he stepped into a studio and every time he played the piano. I was extremely fortunate to see COREA play live with the electric band for his 70th birthday week out in New York City at the Blue Note. Myself and a friend of mine, Napoleon, went out to see it, and it was life-changing. Hands down, the best concert of my life. And I have to tell you, I've been on tour, I've played with Skillet. They're a production. They travel with pyrotechnics, with like all of these crazy ramps and stuff like that. Their show is immaculate. But the very best show I've ever seen in person, hands down, was the electric band. It was COREA on keys, Dave Weckl on drums, John Patitucci on bass, Frank Gambale on guitar, and it was just incredible, man. What an experience, and I'll just never forget it. I remember feeling so honored that I got to see him before it was too late. I was always afraid that I would never be able to see him live because he was, because he was an older guy, and I just wasn't sure if I'd be able to experience the greatness of COREA in person. But I was so glad that I did. Probably the most impressive part about that night was that he played just as good, if not better, than ever at age 70. This is probably the time where he should be considering retirement, and yet he sounded amazing. Needless to say, I was even more inspired by his legacy than I ever was before, and I was already an adult playing music for a long, long time at this point. Now, don't get me wrong, I obviously didn't become a jazz musician. In fact, I probably couldn't even change the guitar strings on Frank Gambale's guitar. That's how far removed I am from that style of music, as you guys clearly know if you're a fan of this channel. But I still consider him to be my all-time favorite musician. The funny thing is that I've been asked so many times in my life, well, who's your favorite guitarist? And I've never once given a straight answer to that question. I just do not know. and I just honestly couldn't say. But here was the exact answer, no lie, God's honest truth. I don't know who my favorite guitarist is, but I tell you what, my favorite musician, hands down of all time, regardless of any instrument, my favorite musician ever, Chick Corea. When I heard that he passed away, it was devastating, but I couldn't help but be thankful that I experienced what I experienced. I got to see him live. I got to experience his music, and I'm so thankful that he lived such a long life, that he was able to pour out from day one all the way to his dying day and educate us and give us unbelievable amounts of fuel to drive us for, you know, the rest of music's eternity. Now, I'm just a fan, and I was devastated, so I can't even imagine what his friends and family are going through right now. So I'm truly praying for each and every one of you. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching, but please do me a favor, comment below, rest in peace Chick Corea. I'm sending my prayers and my condolences out to all of his friends, his family, and to his fans all around the world. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please, if you can, do all of the things that help this channel grow. Like this video, subscribe and comment below, and be sure to hit the bell icon so you get an alert every single time I upload a video. I know this wasn't a normal one of my videos, but I felt like I wanted to pay homage to the king, the legend, Chick Corea. Thanks again for watching, and until next time.